I've got a few things going on here today at the farm. First, setting up compost bins here. So there's 3 different compost stalls with different materials that'll go in it. So it's set up with pallets, and then what I'm doing is I'm stapling chicken wire in here so everything stays contained within its own stall. I'm most of the way done through that, got a little bit left. I've had a few other projects here today. Another one was setting up these solar lights here in the entrance. And then over at the Walnut Street location, I've been putting in some benches. So a lot of progress today and some nice weather too.
Okay, so we've been working on getting these garden beds planted. And one of the main things I've been working on is putting up some of these green posts and bars across the top so that we can create kind of a support structure for the squash to vine up. We're going to tie string on. I think the squash and the cucumber are planted here already under some plates. Tie some string on so they can climb up and kind of attach to this system that we set up. And it's all like very minimal store-bought materials, so just trying to find what we had around to use to set up this system, and some metal tape, and it was what we had around, so that's what I used this morning to secure the bars. And I love it because it's all just a little bit of like playing with what we have and seeing what works, and it's staying up pretty well. So we're almost done with that.
Good afternoon, I'm Diana Hart. I'm the garden director at Poplar Village Gardens, and I'm standing here among our raised beds. One of my family members who's been living on the property for the last week and will be here through next week has talked a little bit about the trellis system, and I wanted to just explain a little bit about the trellis system, why I chose this system, and how we're going to use it. One of the things that I really like about this trellis system is it can be in place. We can either use it or not use it as we decide to rotate our crops. Sometimes it's not going to be needed, but it's out of the way and it's going to be easy to put into action if it's something that we really are interested in doing.
These are the raspberry trellises, and we've been working on weeding and remulching these beds. And if you were able to take a closer look, the raspberries on this side of that big tree down there are doing really well because they have shade from another big tree over here. And the raspberries on the other side of the tree are not doing so well because they have a little bit too much sunlight. So we're really learning what works well where in the garden, and helping out the raspberries as well on the other side because there's an invasive plant called bindweed. I'd be surprised if no one else talked about it on their videos. That's all over the garden. So we're trying to pull that up and also planting some yarrow down there to create some competition for the bindweed and allow the other stuff to grow.